In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 really fun educational board games. So let's get started. Our house. Hi there, my name is Karen. Welcome back to Our House. And on this channel, we like to talk about sustainable homeschooling. And part of that is focusing on the basics, reading, writing, and arithmetic, and realizing they can learn all these other things through books or even, yes, board games. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. Now, I think you'll agree with me that there's a difference between board games where obviously they're trying to teach you something and they're trying to make it fun, but it's not very fun. And then games that are really actually fun, created with that purpose in mind to have fun together. And sort of like the unintended consequence is that you learn a lot about something. Those, I feel, are really the win-win games that kids want to play over and over again, and they learn about these different things. So in this video, I'm going to go over 5 board games that I think accomplish that. They are actually fun games to play. They're great for the family, and win-win, they teach you something. Now, these 5 that I picked out today are not in any particular order. I think they're all great, and I will leave a link down below for each one if you want to check it out. All right, number 5 here is a Wildcraft, an herbal adventure game. Let me know if you have played this down below in the comments. This, I think, would appeal to those like crunchy, organic, or granola, whatever they call them, just like natural-minded moms that their go-to in curing something isn't something over the counter, but actually maybe homeopathic stuff or herbal remedies. So the really cool thing about this game is that it's a collective game. So either you all win or you all lose. That's something to keep in mind. I know some people love that or they hate that. But great for small kids, especially, to work together. So they're going from grandma's house to this mountaintop to pick blueberries and make it back before the sun sets. Now, along the way, certain things happen, ailments. If you land on a certain spot, for example, hay fever or tired or hunger or a nosebleed, and it shows you on the card what types of herbs can help you, can relieve you. And so you see if you have them or if maybe somebody else has them and has a helper card that they can help you. So it's really interesting because you've learned truly a lot about which herbs, what they look like, and what ailments they cure. So we were all talking about, like if we're ever in this situation, let's just look for some dandelion, or wow, mint is really powerful, different things like that. So it's a really fun game. All the kids really enjoy playing it. It says it's ages 4 and up, but even my 12, 13-year-old, she enjoys it as well. It says 45 to 60 minutes. I think it can run a little bit longer than that though, because everybody's so interested in learning about these herbs and ailments and looking at the pictures, and it does take a little bit longer, I think. So one time for us, we had to stop because it was bedtime and then finished it the next morning. So just keep that in mind. All right, number 4, of course, I had to purchase this game because it's called Puerto Rico. And for those of you that don't know, my husband is from Puerto Rico. This is a Rio Grande game, and it's set in this 1493 time, Christopher Columbus, when he discovered the easternmost island of the Great Antilles. About 50 years later, Puerto Rico began to really blossom. So everybody takes turns playing different roles, from prospector, mayor, settler, trader, not traitor, very different. But it's about building plantations and your crops and getting victory points. I don't think this is the kind of game that was meant, to teach you, but that is just something that happens because you're learning about, the different crops, tobacco and sugar and corn, and loading stuff up on a boat and, getting money that way. But you need the colonists, the manpower, to help you facilitate all of that in your plantations and your mills and all of that. So very interesting game, Puerto Rico. This one, again, it's a little bit more of a learning curve and there's a lot of pieces to it. The rules are fairly simple once you get used to it, and you all get to take turns, like I said, picking different roles. It's very interesting. So especially if you're from the Caribbean at all, I think you would really enjoy Puerto Rico. Number 3, this is a really big box, but I think it's because you're building these trees, and so you want to store them upright, so that's why it's pretty big like this. But this is called Photosynthesis. This is from Blue Orange Games. They have a lot of really cool games, and this, how it works, it's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous when you're laying it down and you're playing in all the different shades of trees. So the sun goes around the board, and based on where you are in relation to the sun, you get so many points, right? Because the sun converts to energy, and with those points you can either plant new seeds, kind of reproduce, the tree reproduces itself, or you can plant other smaller trees and they grow, etc. It is a bit of a strategy game. You have to think about where you place your trees to get the most sunlight, and the sun keeps changing. So even if you think you're in a really great place one turn, when the sun turns, you could be in the shade of other really big trees. So there's some strategy there, but it does teach them the complete cycle of photosynthesis. So again, it's a beautiful game, and they learn about the whole cycle. Number 4, I made a video on this recently. It's Pisces, and I was surprised really how much my kids enjoy this game, because we're just not we never go fishing or anything like that. But this kind of lets them get that out, right? You go fishing, but you're also playing the role of a conservator and responsible, sustainable practices when it comes to harvesting and producing. And it is competitive. It's a high stakes fishing competition, so it's a lot of fun for the whole family. All right, and number 1, we have election night. Again, comment down below if you've played any of these games. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. This is a Family Choice Award, Parent Choice Award, Brainchild Award winner, Mom's Choice Award. So you can see it is a favorite with parents, election night. Learn your way to the White House. Now, the really cool thing about this game is that you can use it in one of 2 ways. You can use the addition way or the multiplication way. So this is really great, helping your kids with learning their math facts. Flash recognition of harder to learn sums and products. Like I said, you could do either or. You learn about probability, utility value, number sense, geometric fractions, algebraic thinking, and tallying. U.S. state geography with state abbreviation and flags, and understanding the Electoral College, which I think even adults would enjoy. This is great for those parents that always ask, what about geography? And really, especially with this last election, so many people were tweeting and talking about this, how they've never stared at a map of the U.S. more than they did during that election night. That's when everybody's looking at the states and all of that. So this is really great for them to learn their states, abbreviations, flags, and how many votes they get in the Electoral College. Comment down below if you've played any of these, or let me know, share with me one of your favorite educational games. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye.